Hello and welcome to week 4, PA211. This week we are in Math for Med's book, chapter 15, and we're talking about adult and pediatric dosages based on body weight. And your discussion question has to do with when a doctor prescribes medication for children who are babies, they usually use their age, like 2 months, 6 months. And every time I go to the pediatrician, I get a card and it says how much Tylenol I can give my newborn or my 6-month-old or whatever. And so it asks, what are the pros and cons of them using their weight for dosages? And I think it has to do with, for me, accuracy. My 6-month-old is 16 pounds. My firstborn at 6 months was like 12 pounds. So there was a big difference here. And so I think it's really important that they use their weight and then go ahead and calculate out that dosage. And that's exactly what we're doing here in this chapter. Chapter 15 starts with converting pounds to kilograms. This one is all over the certification exam. 2.2 pounds in 1 kilogram. And that's just a number that you have to commit to memory and then be able to put it in the formulas that we've been doing the last 3 weeks and make sure that you can convert those. Solving for x again, you can put it in that kind of fractions and make it work that way. So there are good examples of that going through chapter 15 and then a little bit of problems if you wanted to work those just for practice. And so going through and then reading some labels. And I think it's really important that we know how to read labels and what the information we need from those labels are. So make sure that you look at that in your book as well and make sure you're testing yourself on those. Okay, and then let's move to chapter 16. Chapter 16 is all about BSA, and I'm sorry, I think I skipped ahead, excuse me. Adult and pediatric dosing based on body surface area, or BSA. And so it gives you the safest way to calculate BSA by using a time-tested formula with kilograms and centimeters measurements. And it gives you BSA equals weight in kilograms times height in centimeters over 3,600. That's another one you need to memorize for your certification exam. And then it's basically plug and play. So what do they give you? And then making sure that you can work that problem out. And operations, making sure that you remember the multiply and then divide and then make sure that you do it all under that square root, excuse me. Order of operations is what I was trying to think of, I'm sorry. And so then determining the dosage for that. And then there's a lot of examples on how to do that. I think you'll need some of this practice, but I think if you got it and plugging and playing, that will be easy for you. So chapter 15 and 16, and then you have some problems due at the end of that for your assignment. And then there is also a quiz this week, so make sure that you look at that pretty quickly. Make sure you do that after you read your chapters so that you are more familiar. And what I would do is after you've done your assignment and after you've gotten a hold of the information, why don't you not use your book for the quiz? I mean, if you want it close, just to make sure that you look at it, but, get a calculator, get a piece of paper, and work it like it's your certification exam. Practice for that and be confident to know that you've done a ton of practice questions for your assignment, and you've done a ton while you're reading through your booklet, and you've practiced all week. See if you test yourself, quiz yourself, and see if you can pass the quiz. I think you have something in the line of like 3 to 4 hours for the quiz. So the first 2 hours you go through and you get the ones that you know for sure are right, and then if you need to use your book later, then go back and do that. But I think this is a really good practice on taking your certification exam, and we should all do that if you have not. If you haven't thought about it, you should do it at the end of your pharmacy technician program. I hope you have a great week, and let me know if you have any questions. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.